And we should be live. Hello everyone, I'm ThatRandomSomeone. If you're watching the VOD of this, thanks for watching. There will be highlights at some point soon. Stop that playing so that not happening. Yeah. So just give me a second here to close a few things. So I'm not lagging as much because this computer is not happy. ThatRandomSomeone should be working now. Yeah, so I guess let's just get straight into it. I'm going to be doing some more Minecraft. I've come up with the name for the series now. It's going to be Minecraft 100% Plus. I wasn't going to call it True 100% Plus, but I thought that'd be kind of, you know, taking too much of Josh Miss's idea. Not that he does it anymore, but essentially we're going to be 100% completing the game, starting all the way from the beginning. Hello Access World, and we're going to be getting every single item and block in an update before we jump forward to another update and keep going. And the goal will to be eventually get one of every single block and item and every single thing that is possible. So yeah, so let's get this going. We're still on the same version as last time, which is the Indev, the 29th of January 2010 at 2:52 PM. So we need to release, so we're loading the game first. Oh,
Ryan,
Alexa, stop.
Reminder, go live on YouTube. Here is your reminder. Go live on YouTube.
Yeah. So let's get this sorted. There we go. Right, let's load up. I'll save. Save, and we're going to be continuing where we left off. We've still got gold to get, and we need more diamonds before we get going. We need a lot of gold and diamonds, which should be easy enough to get. So let's see, everything's working. Should be. That's not too bad FPS at the moment. If it drops below, yeah, strongly below 30, let's do that. I'll have terrible fog. Unfortunately, I can't really do much about this. This computer's on its last legs, as they say. I will get a new one at some point soon in the future, and we'll have like really good draw distance. It's got a lot of stuff to do, so let's get this pig, take some iron with us. So all the stuff I had still. That's really annoying trying to do that. Let's see, other sticks. So we've got plenty of diamonds. So I guess let's get going. So where was I mining before, where there was tons of I think it was over here where loads of diamonds appear. Go back into this. There it is. So, we've invaded already. So yeah, a bunch of mining, because that's all that we've got left is to get ores. gold and diamonds. Got plenty of iron. We're gonna have iron for quite a long time. Mushrooms. Some mushrooms down here. Hello from Scotland, I'm baked. Nice. Let's make more torches. So yeah, just need more diamonds and more gold. As much of it as we can get. Because once we move to the next version, the amount of ores we can get is significantly reduced. Not seeing anything in this cave. Oh my god. It's stuck already. Yeah, well, we're on one of the first versions of Minecraft that had survival. So like the first version of survival that doesn't give you every single item in the game. And in this version, if you, well, you say you don't know crafting recipes, but there's crafting recipes in the game that allow you to turn, say, 9 diamonds into a diamond block. Save space or build with. Well, in this version it only takes 4 diamonds. You can't turn it back from the block to diamonds yet, but in the next version you will be able to, and it will require 9 diamonds to make, and of course turning it back will turn it to 9 diamonds, so we'll essentially be turning 4 diamonds into 9 diamonds. Also in this version, ores drop way more than just one. So that's why we need to get as much as we can in this version. I will be, exploiting glitches and stuff as we are doing here, essentially duplicating items, but that's okay in my rules, as long as we're not just duplicating like an entire chest of stuff, then that's fine. It's fine with me. This is going to be exploring a lot of technical stuff about Minecraft, lots of early game stuff. So if you don't know much about this game, then well, you'll learn quite a bit throughout this, and there will be a highlight video sometime soon in the future where I'll comprise all of this down into a lot smaller video. But we're recording this live, so my little friend paid me a visit who told me I'm married. Should stop him coming here. God. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I get that. I can't imagine. I mean, as I've said before, like certain things, I'm not going to repeat here on YouTube, but it's nowhere near as yeah, can't quite imagine that. So if this is kind of dark, let's get a floating Let's do a floating torch. Oh, that's not a torch. There we go. Yeah, I don't know how you live with that on a daily basis. It's a shame, you know, it's just as a society we don't really focus that much on it, and you know, there's a lot of stigma and stuff, a lot of mental illnesses are, you know, very hidden. You know, if someone doesn't want you to know it, then they're never going to know it. But yeah. Oh, is that gold? Oh, we got gold. I don't see you as evil, mate. I think you're good, mate. You're just dealing with a serious issue that's not your fault. A Bible basher. Oh, it's fine, you can talk about it, I'm fine with that. Don't know if this stream, I have it set up to like show the chat history, but I don't think it's actually doing it, so if you're watching this VOD and you don't know who I'm talking to, then it's probably weird. If I tried showing the text on the screen, my computer would just have more issues. This is why I need to get the ball rolling on some things, get a new computer. And make editing a lot better. I've got a video. One of my mates set me up a few years ago. Told me if I went bald, he would go bald as well, and we'd do a collab on YouTube. Well, I recorded it in 4K, me going bald, and then he didn't hold up the end of his bargain, which was fun. I didn't really mind too much being bald, but my computer can barely handle editing 1080p. Let alone 4K videos, so that's on my hard drive waiting until I have a computer that can edit it. Which, if I'm able to get this computer that I'm looking at, built, I'm gonna get built, it should be able to handle 8K shit. Not that I'll be recording 8K, I don't think we need 8K, we don't really need 4K of my face. Time a so-called friend, maybe my things of mine, introduced to one of things to this, and I acted a gent. I said kiss, and she said yes, I put to bed. Oh. Wow, yeah, people are fucked. Similar thing happened to one of my friends that I'm not gonna mention her name, but this girl came on to one of my mates. I happen to know this lass. She was a good friend of mine from when I was young, and basically it didn't go anywhere. And then she said that he'd raped her, which he hadn't, and later she admitted to it. But that fucked him over legally, you know, for like a while. It wasn't until like a year or so later that she admitted that it was a lie. It's just like they do this shit for fun, I guess. I don't know why you do it, but it's like absolutely ruining a person. And of course, no matter whether that, you know, in this case it was a lie, people are still going to believe that actually happened. No wonder there's so many gay people the way women act with us. Yeah, I guess, yeah. It's funny, the world that we have today is a lot more gayer. That sounds like an insult, but it's not. Literally, way more people coming out as homosexual or, you know, whatever, LGBTQ, which it's fine, you know. Part of it could be down to, you know, people not wanting to talk about, you know, their sexuality and shit. Like, I know I didn't really mention it for a long time, only like very close friends, but now I'm openly bisexual, and, you know, if you feel like, you know, you should be whatever sexuality or a different gender, then if that makes you happy, go for it. You know, not hurting anyone, in my eyes. Yeah. Another thing that I've always hated is people say, oh, bisexuality is just a phase, and you actually gay, but you just won't admit it. That might be the case for some people, but like, nah, even when I was young, like before I was 10 years old, I thought I was gay, but like, part of me was like confused, because like, I was still attracted to girls, and so I didn't know what the fuck was going on with me, and it wasn't until later on that I discovered bisexuality, and I was like, oh, that makes sense, yeah. I know it's supposed to be on Minecraft, but, you know, whatever. I'm open to talk about anything. I'm here, you know. I try to be a very open person these days. I have nothing to hide, you know. Embarrassment doesn't. I'm not embarrassed. I've talked about shitting myself. I literally shit the bed a year ago with my kidneys failing. Like I couldn't care what people think about me. Yeah. I mean, it's not phases, it's phases for me. It's like going in. Yeah, I kind of get that. Like, I won't say that it's a phase. It's just like, it's like taste. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes, you know, I'm more interested in one sex than the other. It completely changes day to day. Of course, you know, if I'm in a relationship with someone, I'm not obviously going to go off and fuck the other gender. But yeah. I think I've shit myself before. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's common, yeah. It can happen because of physical problems or mental problems. Yeah, I don't think I've had it because of mental problems, but definitely, yeah, with my kidneys failing, and COVID, and hypoxia, and sepsis. I think one of those is the same. Means. Yeah, I think one of those words I just said means another one. So a bit redundant. But I literally, I was rushed into hospital. They said I'd be dead within 24 hours if I wasn't. And 5 days later, I walk out of hospital on my own accord. I just can't stand being in hospitals. My mental state deteriorates very fast. And of course, what ends up happening is they end up keeping me in hospital for the completely different reason. Due to my low oxygen, which seems to be they can't fix it. They don't know why it's being caused, but all they want to do is keep trying to work on it. And it just gets annoying, because it's like, I came in here for a certain problem, now you're keeping me for a problem that I do have, but there's nothing that can be done about it at the moment. You really like hospital and jails, prisons, mental wards. I don't know about mental wards. That's one thing that I've never gotten, like, you know, these people that like murder and then claim insanity. It's like, why would you ever choose that route? Like, the only reason I could think you would ever choose that is like if you know you're gonna be you know, death row. But like, if you're not actually, if you don't have any mental problems, being in a mental hospital is like one of the worst things you could do. and getting out of one of those, getting out of that system is going to be very difficult. It's like there's worse than jail, in my opinion. But obviously, you know, there are cases when people are mentally sick, like that. You get fed mental stories. Yeah, and you'll probably be given medication that you don't need, and it's just getting out of that system is very difficult. I'm hitting something that isn't. Their hitboxes must be messed up. I don't have a way of showing the hitboxes, but I could modify the game because I know how to modify Minecraft very well. I've made, well, not made many mods, but I've done a lot of coding with it. And of course, data packs. Which data packs are just commands. Like in my mental ward, there was a bunch of black people that would come and work, and this one guy wanking into the fridge and just on our, what the hell? Sounded like he got a kick out of it. It's obviously the DNA, to be honest. DNA splicing. I'm gonna stop going for this iron because I've got so much iron at this point. It's not even funny. Let's get more of this gold. Yeah, I've always had a fear of mental wards. I know they are there to help you and etc. But a long time ago, I had a friend that was scared of going into one and ended up going into one because he was threatening to kill himself, and they took him in. There was a bunch of other stuff as well. I've forgotten, it was a long time ago now. I was like talking about it, and unfortunately he ended up getting his way, and yeah, kind of sad. So for a long while I've been very scared of them, like of being, you know, sectioned or whatever. But I think I just need to be more open with my doctor. If anything, it's supposed to be help. So I've talked to psychiatrists and what you call it, and it's not really helped. Talking about my problems with friends kind of helps, but also at the same time it's like I'm bringing it open, so it just puts it back on my mind, which with PTSD I do not need that. But there is times when it's good to talk about things. So you definitely talk about things. I hope that's not true. I know a lot of people, not prisons, but like jails, a lot of homeless people will try and get themselves arrested because it means, you know, somewhere to sleep and, you know, a little bit of food and drink usually. I've heard of quite a few homeless people doing that. One thing I've always wanted to do, I've yet to do it, is buy a bunch of bottles of beer and just leave them like in bushes and etc. with like a note on them. So if there's anyone like homeless and they come across it, they can have a drink on me or whatever. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. I'll have like leave a note. You know, people pass it on. Oh god, I'm starting. Yeah, I've seen a homeless guy masturbating on the street before, Jesus. I've seen a lot of stuff from where I used to live, which was LS9, East End Park is where I used to live. There's more gold up here. I mean, I'll take it. Oh no, this is iron. I've got plenty of iron. Alright, let's get out of here. We do need more diamonds. I'd give it homeless people money if I've had enough to give them. Yeah, I did. I remember one time when I was in hospital, so this was not with the kidney failure. This was prior to this, when I had an adrenal crisis. I ended up coming out of hospital on my own accord. I didn't even know that I'd left. This doctor basically infringed on my rights. So I was sick at it. I've got footage of this, so I don't really tell the story. I'll try and break the story down quickly. But basically I ended up in hospital with adrenal crisis, but my mental state was getting worse. I was having issues sleeping due to my depression and stuff, like suicidal thoughts. And I basically asked if I could have sleeping medication to help me sleep, because antidepressants do not work with me. I now know that it's RSIs that do not work with me. TCAs work pretty okay on me. They don't force me into like a happiness or like that. If anything, they're more like make me drowsy, put me to sleep and shit. Which is one of their uses. I can't find my way out of here again. But yeah, so I was asking for sleeping tablets. They said they'd give me some. No, I don't. I mean, I still get the thoughts, but I wouldn't say I am suicidal. Definitely not at the moment. I'm happy to be alive. There's things I'm working on. I'm working on a game at the moment with a few mates. I got things to look forward to. I'm happy being alive right now. I still get the thoughts, probably gonna always have that, but I don't feel like acting on it. Yeah, I do have my ups and downs, but yeah. So anyway, mental state was getting way worse in hospital. I'm gonna have to dig myself out of here. Oh wait, is this it? I found it. Other way. Yeah. I try and talk to people in real life as well. There's a few people I talk to. I try not to. It's kind of force of habit now. When someone asks how you're doing, it's just, oh yeah, I'm doing fine. How are you? You don't even really think about it. But getting back to what I was saying, I'd asked for sleeping tablets because antidepressants wouldn't work and I couldn't sleep. They said they'd give me them, they didn't. The next night, I'd asked for them again. They'd end up moving me from a private room into a ward with 5 other people. And I'd asked for sleeping tablets again. But actually before that, I ended up having a mental breakdown. It's the thing with hospitals with me, it tends to put me on edge a lot more, and I'm more likely to have a breakdown and get emotional, which a lot of the time I'm not like that. I'm quite numb most of the time. But when I'm in hospital, it gets to you. It's that environment, it really gets to you. I ended up having a little breakdown. I explained, my mental state was getting worse. And I'd asked for sleeping tablets because antidepressants didn't work on me. And they said, I said I wanted to go home at that point. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to leave, I want to go home. And they're like, if we get you sleeping tablets, will you stay the night? And I agreed with this doctor. I was like, yes, I will. And we shook hands, like, it's a deal. They ended up moving me onto another ward, which was very loud. There was heavy, very loud breathing machinery. Some guy kicking the shit out of his bed, which I don't blame him. No ill feelings to this guy. And then they ended up having to move this guy because they wanted to put me on oxygen. They had to move this guy out of the thing where he was because the free slot didn't have oxygen. So they had him in the corridor for like 2 hours. He had to find a way to transfer all his TV package that he bought over to the other one. And the entire time I'm rationalizing. I'm like, I can understand it. Someone that's not gonna have is gonna have trouble sleeping could sleep where I was, and with sleeping tablets I'd be able to sleep for all this noise. So eventually, 2 hours after all this shit, they have me in, and I'm sat there and I'm waiting. I'm like, where's this toilet? So I called for a nurse, after I've been there like half an hour. And I was like, I'm supposed to be getting the sleeping tablets. I explained the situation. It's just like, you're not getting any more medication. And so they lied to me. And so at that point, I was done. This was like 2 a.m. now. And I walked out and I was like, I'm going home, fuck it. Ended up having a bloody breakdown. They then was like, if we give you sleeping tablets, will you stay? And I was like, I already agreed to that, and I was lied to. They eventually did give me them, and I got great night's sleep. At this time, I was like, in the morning, I was like, I'm definitely going home. Like, my mental state had deteriorated so much that I was willing to end it. I still have notes on my phone from that. I'm not gonna read them, but I was getting all kinds of thoughts. I was in a very high up part of the building. I'm not gonna say shit, but and then so everything had been started, arranged for me to go back home. Ambulance transport was arranged because obviously I can't walk back home. Ambulance transport was arranged, and they brought me back all my meds, and they were getting me ready to go. And then this doctor walks in. I can't remember what his name is. I call him Dr. Dickhead. And basically he says, you're not going home. And I'm saying, and I looked up, I have the right to leave hospital if I want. They could try and say that I'm mentally not stable, which I wasn't, and try and keep me in there against, my will. But this doctor's like, you're not leaving, you're not going anywhere. And he wanted to do another scan that had already been done, and then another scan that had already been arranged at my local hospital. I was going to be arranged at my local hospital, and I was like, well, I have the right to leave. I'll leave now. I said I'll just leave, and he's like, well, I won't let you. And I have audio recordings of this. I'm not going to try and play it now, but basically this document thinks on my rights. In the UK, you have the right to leave a hospital at any point that you want on your own accord. You have to sign a document before you do it. But this doctor basically got in my way, and at this point I was done. It was like, either I leave that hospital or it's not going to end well. And so I already had my stuff. They gave me my stuff. I had no shoes because I got into hospital with no shoes. I basically picked up everything. I walked out, took a service elevator down, and walked out one of the back doors of the hospital, and then walked. This doctor also said I wouldn't last 2 minutes without the oxygen. I then walked just short of 2 miles to Leeds bus station. If you know Leeds, I was at St James's. I walked all the way down to Leeds bus station with no shoes, and all that happened was that I got dry throat. I wasn't out of breath or anything. I ended up meeting up with my mum and got the bus back home. I still had a cannula in my arm. I had to have a doctor come out and take it out. And what was funny is, after all that, my oxygen level had gone up outside of hospital, which was interesting. And then this nurse come around this next day. I'm not going to mention her name, but basically she said I could be a vegetable, which was, something she really said. And I have all the recording of that. I made sure to record everything for the most part. So she arranged for me to have this what they call, not an ECG, the thing that they use, ultrasound, to be done on my heart and my lungs and the passage through to see why my oxygen levels are so low. And they were like, it was at LGI, and they were like, you'd be going straight in, having it done, and then coming straight back out. Yeah, that was a complete lie. I got there, the hospital didn't even know why I was there, so they kept me there. Then they were trying to do this, one of the worst fucking pains I've gone through, where they were basically taking blood from the main artery in your arm, not the one down the middle, the main artery, and that artery kept collapsing. My arms were bruised as hell. They did it on the left one, then the right one, then the left one. Also, at one point they gave me warfarin, blood thinner, because they thought I might have blood clots in my lungs, which they ended up finding out after me having an X-ray and a CT scan done that day, that my lungs were perfectly clear and fine. They gave me it again the next day, even though they knew my lungs were fine. Yeah, so straight in, straight out, yeah, bullshit, didn't even know why I was there. And then they were trying to do this thing again. I was like, I'm not having it, because I had like a nervous breakdown. Like I almost had a panic attack with them, the thought of them doing it again. And they basically said, oh, we can't do it. They eventually did do a small one, and they found that I had a slight murmur in my heart and a bit of backwash. That is now gone since then. This was 2021, by the way. I need to get back to doing this, but I'll quickly finish explaining this. And then I got into this argument with a doctor, and I was on the phone with my mum, and this doctor tried to say that because at this point the full thing had been arranged at my local hospital. Otley has a hospital, and she tried saying that there wasn't one, and I happened to pass the phone to my mum when this happened, and she was like, that's bollocks. And I can't remember what the nurse ended up saying in the end to my face, but it pissed me off, and I told her to fuck off, and I walked out. Then realised I'd left my hat, and I came back. My bad, the street just had a power. Oh shit, it's okay. You better to rewind if you want to listen to what I was saying. But basically, lies. The doctors lied to me, said they'd give me pills, didn't. Moved me onto a loud ass ward, pissed someone else about, and then didn't give me the pills. Then eventually did, and then this doctor, I was arranged to go back home, ambulance transport, everything. And this doctor comes in and say, no, we were doing a CT scan and an X-ray and all this sort of shit. And I was like, well, I can leave when I want. He's like, oh, I won't let you. You won't survive 2 minutes without oxygen. I then walked 2 miles from St James's Hospital to Leeds bus station with no shoes, and I just got a dry mouth. Got back home, still had a cannula in. Doctor came and took it out, and my oxygen levels had gone up. Anyway, this other nurse that said that I'd be a vegetable to my face, said I'd be going into this hospital straight in to have this ultrasound on my heart and my lungs and etc. to see what was going on. I got there, they didn't know I was there. They eventually did do a quick one, like a 25-minute one, and it was arranged for me to have a full one done at my local hospital. This doctor then wanted to take my blood from the main artery, which I had done in hospital, and it bruised like hell, and I ended up having a panic attack just of the thought of it. And she basically said something, and I ended up telling her to go fuck herself right in the face. Walked off, realised I'd left my hat, so I came back for it, walked outside, sat down, and I was looking on the map to try and work out where I was, and this nurse comes out from reception. Is like, will you at least come back in the hospital and sign that you're leaving on your own accord? And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. I get back in there and waiting for 10 minutes. Also before this, they'd said about me talking to some doctor upstairs. I was like, no, it's already been arranged at my local hospital. So by the time I come back in, they'd already given the room to someone else. So I had to like kneel up against I'll sit down against the wall. 15 minutes go by, I ask what's going on, and they're like, oh, we're waiting for you to talk to this doctor upstairs. Again, lied to my face. So I just walked off, and I walked down to, if you know where McDonald's is, near LGI in Leeds. And the entire time I was there, after all that, all I could think about was this homeless guy that was sat there. All I could think about was everyone else and not myself, which was interesting. It made me really compassionate going through all that, compassionate to others for some reason. I had no way of getting back home. I was waiting for Mum to come on the bus. When she came, I ended up going into the McDonald's and getting some food, and I bought this homeless guy some food. We gave him some cigarettes and etc. Yeah, and we had a little natter, and it's like, you know, people just walk past the homeless, just don't even think twice to even say anything or ask anything, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. It ended up being longer than I wanted. So let's get back to this game. So what I'm gonna do now is what is iron? There's a mushroom. It should stay. There it is. We've got so much iron, but we need to smelt it. I'm also gonna throw some of this stone away because I don't need it. More mushrooms there. When you're gonna enchant stuff? Oh, that's quite some time away. So we're on a version of the game called Indev. Later on we'll be going on to what's known as Indev, which is when infinite world generation was added, and that's where the I forgot what it's called now, the fucking thing that appears 12 million. There is no enchanted books in this version. The Farlands appear in the beginning of Indev. We're in Indev. We're in Indev. Once we complete Indev, which will be like 2 versions after this, we'll then move on to Infinite Generation or Indev. Then after all that, we'll get into Alpha, then Beta, and then finally we'll get into Release 1.0. We'll probably go to 1. Summer, and that's where we'll have enchanting. So it's probably like at least a year away at this point. But let's we got some diamonds. I could do with more diamonds, but let's do this. Turn this gold into stuff. So the way you're smelting this, there's no furnace, there's no crafting bench. You really press B for that. We light a fire, and we simply throw the ore into the fire like so, and it's dropped many ingots as well. And of course we're doing this in this version because it only takes 4 ingots to make a golden block, and in the next version it's changed to 9, and we can also then turn those blocks back into 9 ingots. So essentially we can turn 4 ingots into 9, which is very good. So you can see how much gold we're getting. It's mental. We're gonna have so much iron as well. So there we go. We're now gonna make a save, like so, and we're gonna copy that save, make it back up. So it's currently 1928. Save that. We're also gonna reload that file so we get all our health back. But yeah, it's gonna be a while before we have enchanted books. Quite a long way. I don't think I've written all of beta yet in this. No, I haven't. So I haven't got the full progress for all that yet. Anyway, so let's make a few things. We need a block of gold. So this is what I was talking about. It only takes 4 to make this. In the next version, it will take 9. And we'll be able to put this in here and turn it into 9. So we've got 1 block. We also have... I meant to keep one of the gold ores. Shit. I'll have to get another one. We've got a gold ingot though. So all we need is another gold ore. Yeah. So we should put that there and then... Yeah, more like that. So much iron, I don't even know how we're going to store it all. I might have to use this chest to store it. Yeah. So we have the chest. You know, we'll just keep it that way. Let's put that in there. So let's go mine some another gold ore. I'm not going to need much gold anyway, so those 3 stacks will turn into plenty. Is this the right way? No, it's not. It's over there. I think we're going to go over here though. Yes, some time until we get enchantments and things like that. Quite some time. Let's go back down into this cave. We still have oh god. Yeah, we still have coal on us, that's good. So yeah, quite some time until that happens. Oh, I keep throwing my pick. Don't need more iron ore. It's mental how much I have already. But yeah, I'm going to be getting my editing software this Thursday, so I'll try and, well, I'll definitely, I promise, I'll make a promise, I'll try not to break it. I was watching Jim Carrey's movie Liar Liar earlier on, and it's not that I intend to lie when I say I'm going to do something and I don't do it. It's just, you know, I have so much stuff that I do, I tend to get overrun with things. And so I end up forgetting, and plus, I mean, I like editing, I love editing footage together, but like, it becomes tedious, especially doing the audio automation. I know I don't have to do that. Audio automation is basically making the quiet parts loud and the loud parts quiet. I've been messing around with a way of doing it with like a plugin to automatically do that for me, but as of right now, I'll have to try that again. It wasn't working as good as what I can do it, so maybe I'll just stick to me doing it. I just need to get better at doing it, or faster at doing it. Try not to be as precise. You know what I mean? Turn it up so it doesn't clip too much, and then keep it around that area. So, you know, if certain things clip, it's not too bad. My own experience with editing is very simple editing with Windows Editor when I used to put music on it. It's similar to that. Basically, I'm recording video clips on my phone, and then all I have to do is put those clips together. So put one clip and then another clip after it, and then I'll chop certain parts out of it to shorten down the video and stuff and make it more precise and stuff like that. And then once all that's done, I then make the audio better so it's not, you know, too quiet or too loud. Yeah. But it does take time. Yeah, my most viewed video is now 170,000. It lost monetization around 15,000. The entire channel lost monetization as well, which is a shame because I used to be a YouTube partner. Before anybody with 1,000 subs and however much watch time, you had to be a YouTube partner to make money. And I got that partnership, which was amazing. I mean, I've been on the platform for so long. I've yet to break 1,000 subscribers, but I'd rather have 600 loyal fans than hundreds of thousands of subscribers that are not loyal. Yeah, the demonic IP controlling. I've since removed the Discord link from it because so many people join my Discord asking how to do that, how to hack cameras, and obviously I don't want people knowing how to do that because that's not a thing you should be doing. The video is for entertainment purposes. It is based on real things, like people can find ways into cameras, and then certain cameras have speakers that you can talk through and troll people. There's plenty of videos if that sounds interesting. There's plenty of videos online to watch it. Don't do it. The video I did was for entertainment purposes. It wasn't real. It was fake. It was for a competition. In fact, it was for McJuggernuggets. People want to hack. Yeah. There's. I don't know what you do. I mean, there's literally there's these. I can't remember what website it is. But there's a thing where you can install cameras in your house and then get paid so much money, and then people have to pay to access certain rooms of the house and stuff. Yeah, if you're interested in that kind of thing, there's plenty of that stuff online. I'm not going to point to places, but yeah. But obviously I don't want people joining my Discord just to try and find out how to hack someone's camera and spy on someone, because that's not a good thing. That's not something people should be doing. So obviously I'm not going to facilitate that. Anyone that does join my Discord talking about that will be kicked, and if they rejoin then probably 10 banned. I mean, the video even has in the description, it has links on how to secure your cameras if you have cameras and stuff like that. How to secure them, and there's security issues. Loved it knowing it. I remember years ago I saw this guy on the Big Breakfast channel on Channel 4. He had 24-hour camera set up, and you could switch his lights on and off in his room. Oh yeah, I've seen people do that before. It's really cool. I'm planning on getting CCTV installed in my house and on the outside at some point soon, because I need it. And my plan is to eventually do live streams where it's just that, and it just, the cameras just follow me around. Stuff like that. Oh, we got more gold. Nice. Oh, we can put torches in the water. That's cool. Don't want to drown them. I remember talking to people who used to have live cameras on the internet. Someone that had one. There's a guy, you might have heard of him, Andrew Gower. He was the creator of RuneScape, in case you don't know. But he used to have a camera where you could watch him working on the game and stuff, which is kind of cool. I like those old things where it like refreshes every 10 seconds or whatever. The early days of the internet, people broadcasting their lives. I mean, Justin TV, look how that started. The guy just broadcasting his life. Of course there was Ustream and then Blog TV, which, if you know, I was frequent on Blog TV for quite some years. Of course that's not a thing anymore. I think Justin TV ended up becoming Twitch, didn't it? I think Twitch is going down the shitter though. That's why I don't want to stream on there. Plus I already have subscribers here. I don't want to try and build up an audience. Plus one viewer on Twitch is like equal to like 10 on here or some shit. Yeah, once I start streaming more often, I'm sure more people will come in. Like I said, I don't really care about tons of views. It is nice to have people, interested in what you're doing, obviously. But my YouTube has always been stuff I enjoy, and I need to get back to doing that. I think that's what's been causing the issues with my editing, is I just don't enjoy the content that I'm making. The content I want to make, I can't because of my physical health. I can't do my adventuring and, you know, walking around exploring the areas of where I live, which are very beautiful areas. I can't do that anymore, unfortunately. Do you remember if I bought from I don't know. I wasn't on Justin TV back in the day. I might have visited it, but I wasn't a member or like that. Okay, there's manual crafting. Using the torch so I don't die in the water. Because if I die, that's it, game over. I mean, it won't be, I'll just restore and save, but you know. The game is technically hardcore right now. If you want to think of it like that. But, yeah, I'm not going to be keeping it like hardcore. Once we have respawning, then of course I'm going to be respawning. Yeah, I've realised that they don't tend to mind whether it's adventuring or food reviews, which a lot of people tend to like food reviews. I've got mukbangs that I've made that have not come out yet. I'll have to release those. Those will probably do well. But I think if I make the content that I like, then it should come across, you know what I mean? It's the best thing you can do is make the stuff you like. Same with like music production. Make music that you like. If you like it, then great. I'm sure you'll find people that are like-minded that will like your music as well. That's just how it goes. Make the stuff you like. Got a view on the shower, got 22. Yeah, I know exactly. So I just need to get back to. I gained a lot of subscribers from the Block TV days. My little banner at the top that promoted the channel. So I got a lot of subscribers. I mean, I've been on YouTube since like a few months after it was made in 2005, or before it was public in 2005. Of course, I don't have those accounts anymore, but I made this one in 2008. It was like a restart. Yeah, some of you might know the full story. I'm not going to go into it here though. But yeah, the Block TV days. Of course, a lot of people on the channel love my mum, and you know that's great as well. We've got content that my mum's making. She's got a well, there's 2 episodes that have already come out, which is funny because those episodes were recorded after the 2 episodes that I have ready to go out that need to be rendered. And that is a cooking show, cooking, baking, mostly baking. There's an episode of her making scones and one of her making a chocolate cake, which there's only part of it because I wasn't well and I had to like, stay in bed quite a bit. And those were recorded like last year, mid last year. Was it last year? No, it wasn't last year, it was the year before. 2022. No wait, 2021 is when they were recorded. And they still haven't come out. Yeah. I make a lot of content, but I need to start actually releasing it, you know what I mean? So like having the content, but if it's not available, then you know it's kind of stupid. I think the way of throwing torches in this. Interesting. Oh yeah, we've got more people stuck here. Don't think we need more mushrooms at this point. I mean, the more the merrier, like, but the mushroom stew is in the next version. Did I get... Oh yeah, I've been getting gold. I think that'll be enough gold. We do need more diamonds though, so that's what I'm looking for now, is diamonds. Cause definitely need more of those. So they're going to be useful. I mean, up until beta, I don't need to make any more tools, but it's nice to have, you know, more diamonds for when durability is a thing I have to worry about, which is some time away, but you know. When we update to the next version, those characters will be gone. So what I'll be doing is I'll be jumping forward to a specific version. Although what I will do is I'll be taking the world through the different versions that we're going to be jumping over, but that world will not be taken to the actual version I update to. It's just to show what is added in those. The world will be jumped forwards. Cause like there's a version of Indev that has really big file sizes and shit that didn't work correctly. So yeah, I'll be showing the world in all those different versions, but then the final jump will be, the final update will be a jump from the previous version to the next one. We got lava down here. We got diamonds generating quite high, so I don't think we need to come this far down, but they generate all over the place. So. It's quite lucky with that first one, but now I'm not really getting many. You're not going to fall in that lava. Let's go back. So down here. Let's get out of this hole. If I can find my way out. Should be okay. Now I went through water, didn't I? But I'm pretty sure we can find our way out this way. As long as there's no water or lava above us. Yeah, we're good. We're right near the chest. Yeah, it wants to be somewhere else. So one piece of gold and one piece of iron there. Loads more mushrooms. So let's put some away. Throw some of this into the hole to get rid of it. Don't need all this cobblestone. Throw that in that as well. Oh, I already have the what do you call it? Smelt the smelt everything. How many diamonds do I have again? Yeah, we're good. We're good for diamonds. We're good. So we'll be able to update to the next version here in a minute. Well, here in about 5 minutes once I get all this done. So start a fire. And oh, that ended quickly. Do with I'm not going to bother writing the script now, but to spam the drop button. Oh god. Let's keep one done. Alright. I do, but I guess I could turn it on. It's just there's no ability to change the volume, you know what I mean? We'll put it on. Actually, copyright, that's why, because, you know, YouTube is kind of pathetic these days. And I've seen some people get a copyright strike just for that music. So, I don't want to, what do you call it? I can play royalty-free stuff. Probably what's better is to just play my own music. I have the rights to my own music. In fact, that's probably the only way I could make money off of my channel at the moment. Is if I play music on my channel and then copyright strike myself. I put a claim on it. Not that I'm going to do that, it's stupid. And my shit don't get claimed anyway, because I think my channel is whitelisted from being claimed for my own music. Oh. One more. There we go, plenty of gold. Loads of gold. And now what we need to do is we need to turn this into those blocks. And it's going to take forever doing this. Fun. Yeah, I could write a script for this, but there is a thing with programming and writing stuff. Is often, you know, like in this case, I could write a script that would do this for me, which is a good solution to the issue. But the time it would take me to write that would be slower than me just doing anyway. So, you know, having that knowledge of programming, you got to kind of weigh it against the time. You know, is it quicker just to get it done manually than write code to do it? And I could just do it myself in a quicker time than what it would take. If it was a very large amount, which we might do that for the iron, because it's not a very large amount, then yeah. So in that case we will do it, because it's a large amount. But I don't want to risk it with the music. What's the stuff you're making? So these are known as blocks. You can make blocks of like a thing. I'll show you. I'll play some in a second. But they have a special function to them. So you can build with them like that. Look, this is the old gold texture. But the reason why I'm doing this is because if you notice, in this version, it only takes 4 ingots per block. In the next version, this gets changed to a full grid, which is 9 ingots. But it also has the ability to then turn this back into 9 ingots, and so by doing this we make one of these blocks for 4 ingots, and in the next version we turn that into 9. So essentially we're getting double and a bit more of every single ore. So a bit is essentially duplicating plus a little bit more. Like I said, I'm okay with using certain glitches for duplicating and stuff like that.
Sure. Here's your playlist. Reggae on Amazon
What?
Music.
Alexa, stop! Alexa, stop! Trying to get me done with coffee. What the fuck? Weird. I tell you, half the time when I ask her for something, she ignores me. And then stuff like that where she just out of absolutely nowhere just decides to start talking. Fucking weird. Yeah, essentially this will allow us to duplicate, turn 4 ingots into 9. So duplicating plus 1. Like I said, I'm okay with certain glitches like this for duplicating, but if it was something where I could duplicate an entire chest or like a shulker, I'm not going to be doing that. But certain exploits like this, I'm going to be using and abusing. Yeah. I want the gold all there. We'll do the diamonds next. We need to keep one of each, so make sure I do that. Because I need one of every single item. That's going to be insane. So keep one of each. Put the iron up there. Do that after. There's all our gold done. Let's make some more of these. So we don't have the quality of life things where we can split a stack yet. That'll come at some point soon. Okay, and then 14. Okay. There we go. So I'll turn into basically 20 times 9. And now we've got the effort of all this iron. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to save real quick, and then to make things slightly faster we're going to write a little script using a program I mentioned previously called the Glove Pie, which is a fantastic little piece of Champions League is on. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Guys, feel free to go watch that. This VOD will be available, the video of this stream will be available after. we're 20. Just make the backup. And so, yeah, we're going to quickly write a little script using LovePy. And so, for example, we can do mouse.x button 1, and if I press the button on the side of the mouse, you can see we've got that. Oh, okay, watching both at the same time. So what we want to do is we'll create a little init, if not var.init. This is very simple programming stuff. This, I recommend you get this piece of software. It's so good if you want to emulate stuff. Like you can do like MIDI and use MIDI keys to control stuff. It's amazing. This is where we'll declare our variables. So this means we're running good ones. Don't know what variables I'm going to need yet, but so we'll do it. If mouse dot x button 2, then we'll do like the entire stack. Simple. So we'll increase this variable. Just to track how many times we've done it, and then what we need to do is mouse dot right button equals true with 15 milliseconds. Mouse right button equals false, and that basically holds the button for 15 milliseconds and let's go. Wait 15 ms again, and if we get to this, then we want to wait. I want to do var.item 0 and wait a second, or 1000 milliseconds. Very simple there. We'll save this quickly. So mine is in Minecraft. 100%. So we have this little script for this. So that'll allow us to split a stack, essentially. And then what we want to do for the mouse movement, and of course the positioning is going to be different each time, so I'll have to change the value slightly. So what we'll do is we'll have debug equals mouse plus equals x. So we see the oh, what we're doing now. Oh. No. There's plus. I know so many different languages that it's confusing sometimes. Okay, so want to start from this here, so you can see it's 1276. I want a little notepad just to write things down on. Once this won't take too much more time. Once it's done, it's going to save us a bunch of time. So positioning is 1276 382, and then we're going to put it into this slot here. So that'll be 1262 477. So it's the coordinates, we'll have to change those each time. So we'll put these coordinates in and we can change them each time we need to run this. So this little piece of software is so good, and if you understand programming languages, it's pretty easy to understand and use. So obviously we'll have to update those coordinates each time when this window's in a different place. So we've got that. We also want another thing for dropping. So if keyboard dot, let's put numpad 0, then so I'll do what you call it. If it's numpad 0, then we're just gonna basically spam the drop button. Keyboard dot q equals true. Wait some amount of time. Set the key to be off again. So now we can drop stuff really quick and craft stuff really quick. Oh, and then we need to do this one. If mouse plus button 1, then mouse dot left button. I want to do X equals X1. And this is not supposed to be a coding stream, but whatever. Essentially copy this and just change it up slightly. And now we should be able to run this. So let's turn back to the game. Let's craft a bunch of that iron. I'll smelt it first. So then we hold like that really easily. And look how much better that is. Like I said, I'm not opposed to stuff like this. Choose it. A bunch of iron there. Now we craft it. Set it to this button. There we go, so just hold that button, it crafts it for us. Look at that. So a little bit of coding time, and we make this whole process way quicker, which is just what we need. Put it down here. And so we've got a lot of iron, so let's get this all out and start turning it into our iron. Of course, all this iron is then going to turn into more iron once we move to the next version, which once we've done this we can do. Oh, it's done out already. How fast this is. A little macro. Oh. We can do it in lava, but there's a chance we'll use items in this version. Oh. Let's not hurt ourselves like that. Oh, don't do that. Plenty of iron. I don't think we'll run out for a long time, because of course this is making more than one, and then we'll be turning it into doubling it at +1, doubling +1. Yeah, loads of iron. I think that's all our iron. Kept to 1, which is good. Right. So here we go. Here's the mass crafting. Just hold that button. Iron for days, and of course this is going to be doubled as well once we move to the next version. Loads of iron, so now we need to split some of this. A little bit too longer there, so let's adjust our script so we can do that. seconds, we'll wait. Oops. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. And there we go, we can pretty much update now once we get all of this in here. Plenty of iron. And we'll put that in there. And that there. And torches, and we didn't end up needing this, so let's pick this back up and put it in the chest. I'm pretty sure we've got everything that we need. Let's just double check our list. Got gold ore, yeah. So there we go. We've done this version. This version was the Indev, the 29th of January 2010 at 14:52. To test yesterday, the testing you shared the same experience with Canvas the way it came to him with us. Well, I've finished on this version, so if you remember, I said I have to get every single item and block on the version before I can update. We're now done with this version, so we'll be moving to the next version. I'm not gonna work on fully getting the next version. We'll end the stream here in like half an hour or something like that. But let's make a save now. That's not link. Copy that, make it back up. So boom. So now it's time for us to update. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the version through many different updates to show some stuff, and then we'll be jumping straight to our update of choice. So the next version after this, which is the 30th of January 2010, it's Indev. The next version was released. Workbenches were added, or crafting benches, so you now craft for those. Blocks of diamond, gold and iron now 9 ingots to make and can be turned back into the 9 ingots. That's how we're going to be duplicating +1. Beast Boy is added, so at the moment we have Steve and Black Steve. Beast Boy will be added, and they will now have mob drops. I should probably jump into that version, so let's do that real quick. So just wait a second while I get it loaded. So close my launcher. I'm using Betacraft to launch this if you're interested. So let's move on to our next version. Where are we? Our current version. Yes, this version. I accidentally launched it. Bear with me. So I'm not actually going to load the save in these because it's going to take a while. So I'll just show this. This version we can no longer craft using the B key. You now need to make a crafting bench, so you would have to get wood from trees, shown before. The Beast Boy mod is now added, so I guess let's try and find him real quick. So we find one. Again, there's no point loading the world up in this version because it's gonna take longer to load the big world. Let's see, can we find him? Here, one walking around. Let's fix our render distance so we can see him. So there's Stephen Black Steve, but we don't see Beast Boy yet. Where's Beast Boy? Oh, funny, my FPS is better on the smaller world. There's Beast Boy. Oh god. Let's get ourselves out of this cliff real quick. So we've got Steve and Black Steve, and then no, that's their actual name, that's not calling him Black Steve. And then we have Beast Boy. And in this version they drop items. So Steve will drop string, Black Steve drops sulfur, and Beast Boy drops feathers. So you can see that. So now those items are available. So yeah, that's what's added in this version. If we quit and go to the next version. The next version is Indev, the 31st of January 2010 at 10:44 PM. This is probably not UK time, it's probably I forgot where Notch is from now. But Notch is local time. So we'll load that one up. And now there is a there we go. There is now a menu screen, and the dirt actually tiles pre-beta. Yes. We're not even in alpha yet, or Indev. Still in the Indev phase. So yeah, we've got a menu screen. Weapons and tools kind of work. Can't remember what that means. The MD3 mobs were removed. Human mods, or the steeds were added with the drops. The next version, I'm not going to bother loading it. I'll show it in the highlights though. Glass and cloth were craftable, and items bounce on lava before being destroyed. And then finally we jump to the version that we're going to be updating to. So let's select that version now. The version we're jumping to is Indev 1st of February 2010 at 10:27 PM Stockholm time. Remembered it. It says launch that version. Progress. So let's load our level now in the new version. That's in the wrong folder for some reason. It's loading. So sip of my beer. I'm drinking some Budweiser. And here we go. Oh, it's frozen. Yeah, my computer's not liking this. This is a very early version of the game. It should be able to handle it. I think it's the FPS that I need. Oh, the chunk updates as well. So just give me a second while this loads. I might have to reload it because it's just freezing on me at the moment. Let's reload it because it's bugged. Let's try that again. I'll lower the resolution, the render distance first. Tiny for now. Okay, now I'm gonna hide it while I load the level just in case it decides to break on me again. It's now remembering the folder where the save is, that's good. Of course it has to reload all the chunks for the first time again, so it's now in a different version. Pairing entities. Quickly make a save of it. Okay, now we can turn on this and let's move it down here real quick. Here is okay. So pretty good FPS there. Oh no, never mind, let's drop it. So now the MD5 or whatever the MD3, MD5 models are gone. And we now have Steves. So we're gonna have to kill a few Steves, unfortunately. Please ignore this brutal murder. They have quite a bit of health. So we've got feathers, so let me write that down on the little list of things we need to get. Yes, so we got feathers. I'm gonna go get a sword, so this is quicker. And of course now, I'm gonna show you why we did this. So if you remember, to make one of these blocks, it was, oh, I need a crafting bench now. Let's go get some wood real quick. Oh, it's I to open this now. Let's make a crafting bench. Stick this here, we'll put some more dirt down. So now we do crafting. So if you remember, this required 4 ingots to make one of these, and now it now takes 9, and we can now turn it back into 9. Look at that. That's lovely. Of course we've already got iron stuff, diamond stuff here, so we'll take this with us. Got it. We can put our feathers in here. let's leave them actually. Let's put feathers there. Keep torches with us. That's what it is up there. I'm very OCD with arranging my chests and stuff, so I do apologise if I'm a bit pedantic with it. So let's go get some wood. Oh yeah, nice. Let's get some saplings. Should be able to get saplings. Leaf decay is constantly being changed in these versions, unfortunately. That was quick. So yeah, it's constantly being turned on and off and you name it. Oh, we've now got damage on our tools, but I think we can still do this technique of dropping them and then... Oh no, we can't, so I guess we have to be careful of that. In alpha, that works. We can drop our tools to get the durability back. But we're using diamonds anyway. We've got plenty, and we've got tons of iron. To the point where I'm not even going to bother with getting more at this point. Let's kill Steve. Oh, yeah. More feathers. It's not quite what I want. Let's dig some dirt. So we'll build a house at some point. So right now we don't really need that kind of thing. I'm not very good at terraforming in this game. I'm not very good at building either. I'm more of a technical player. With redstone stuff, which we've got some time before we'll have redstone. Quite some time before then. But like I said, we'll be exploiting and using many different glitches. Once farming gets added, it's a very interesting glitch with that. Hopefully I will have a highlights video out before we get to that. So I'd like to talk more about that before do that in highlights. With the highlights is going to be like the main actual video of the series. Obviously I'm streaming it live because I can't really record it, unfortunately. And I'll be saving the VODs, and then there'll be episodes that come out. Yes, it's all being filmed live. Just because that's the best way I could do it. My computer handles streaming better than it does recording. Plus I think streaming is good as well because gives me something to do. I can talk to you all. Obviously there's not many people watching at the moment. Hello if you are watching right now. Say hi in chat. But I'm sure, once I make some videos on the series, more people start watching it live. And of course, those people that watch it live are gonna end up seeing a repeat of some stuff, but that's just how it goes. But the main videos will be edited and easy to understand, lots of information, more information than I can talk about here, but in a more precise, more precise way. Killing with Steve. Ooh, nothing yet. So we've got our feathers. We need these to something else. Also, these are more updated now, so we can see those a lot better. Let's put this chest up there for now. Put the ores here. He said I am quite pedantic when it comes to this kind of stuff. With ordering. Minecraft definitely brings out the OCD in me. I do deal with a lot of OCD tendencies. I don't know if I would say I have OCD if not being diagnosed with it. I'm sure it could be. You know, being diagnosed with something isn't, you know, necessarily the best. I mean, it's great to know, like, you know, confirm suspicions about stuff, but yeah, it's not. My OCD that I tend to get is it's not like the if I don't have this particular thing in this particular position, then someone's gonna die. It's more of just the kind of positioning stuff, but just it makes me feel uneasy and really annoyed when stuff is not aligned properly. And like I said, Minecraft definitely brings it out in me. Minecraft is definitely a game that if you suffer from OCD will definitely bring on a serious bounce of it, I believe. Something is dying nearby, that's fine, I'm okay with that. Hello. Oh, we got sulfur now, which is good. TNT isn't added yet, so we can't do all of that. Oh, I forgot, yeah, they dropped these. Oh yeah, they now have damage use. See, I think we can let's move the crafting bench. Is the crafting bench classed as no, it's not. Let's put that there. I think we can I have to change those controls, that's kind of annoying. Can I change that controls? Inventory, I want it on Q and drop will be B. So I like my controls, and then I usually have E for run and shift, but we don't have that in this version. Yeah, always facing south, I think it is, or north, or whatever. Yes. That's not what I meant to do. A bit of wood on us. Oh yes, can we craft chests in this version? Hopefully we can. We can, nice. I can't move and put a chest on top of a chest yet, but let's find out. A small little base is starting to take shape. Unfortunately, these don't decay, so we'll have to manually destroy those. I will not be leaving them floating. There's a caveat doing that right now. Did it get sapling in the previous version? We should have done. Yeah, we did, yeah. So we need to make a workbench. Oh god. We need to make a workbench to keep in there. So let's do that now. So we need to have one of every single item, of course. So yes, future versions, leaf decay is going to be turned on, then turned off, then turned on, then back on, and there's going to be big trees, then there's not going to be big trees, and then there will be, and Notch couldn't make up his mind whether he wanted leaf decay and big trees or not. I think it was like a lot of testing he was doing with it and stuff. Yeah, it didn't seem to work out. Eventually it settles. Of course, once we move to Indev, a bunch of stuff is removed, basically rebuilt from the ground up again. And so we have to wait for all that. Oh, there we go, that was pretty cool. Should be enough for now. Let's see, now can we place a chest on top of a chest? Still can't stack stuff like that. I guess technically we can, because unless we place a block, I guess I need some stone when we do that. If we do this, maybe we can do it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a full block, so it doesn't work. That's fine. What we can do is stack them. So make a double chest. It's a bit glad when do that easy crafting. We'll make a little crafting table just for continuity sakes, because the weather's going to annoy me. Eventually this will be a furnace, once those get added. So let's see. So we've got workbench, yes. Let's make some golden stuff. So we've got tons of gold. So I need a golden sword. I need sticks as well. So golden sword first. Yep. And a golden pickaxe. And a golden axe. And a golden shovel. So sword, axe, pickaxe, shovel. Boom. Nice. Guess we need to move some of this around if I want to keep. I guess I can move these to the chest. So I don't need these, I just need to keep them. Because I need one of every single item, of course. We've been going for 2 hours, we're going to end this soon in like half an hour or so. Of course, our gold ones only have the diamond ones on us. So there's more space for stuff. Bit of sorting. Up here. Nice. To look a bit better. Getting to the side does take a bit of time. Okay, so let's get some of the other stuff done. So let's get some wood here, and we're going to make a bowl. need to make a mushroom stew. Boom. So we've got bowl, mushroom stew, we've got gunpowder, slabs we don't have. Let's make some slabs. Let's mine some stone real quick. Some slabs. Should be enough cobblestone for what we need to do. Oh, didn't realise there's that down there. So we can make slabs. I forgot how you make these now, is it? There we go, we've got our slabs. Oh. Put those in there. Now we're gonna need. I'm not sure how we make arrows in this version. Think about it. Don't know how you do the tips. So we don't have flint in this. I'm pretty sure. Is it just a stone? No. Is there flint? Have to look into that. I guess we'll check that out. Well, I'm pretty close to getting to the next version, so I'd like to do that before doing that. Let's kill some more Steves. So Steves. The only way of getting these items. It's kind of sad that they did die now. String though, that's what we want after the string. Oh, there's a nice herd of humans to sacrifice for our needs. So we need string, I think, to make the wall. Sacrilegious doing this, but oh, and F5 turns on the rain at the moment. There's no changing perspective. It's just rain. Okay, 9 string should work. Should have enough there to do this. There we go, 1 wool. Oh, it's grey, but that's fine. So we've got our cloth, which is grey. We need some, what do you call this? How much sand we got? We need to keep 1. I think we need a bit more sand than that though, so let's go dig some sand. Luckily there's loads of sand here. And we can make glass, which I think is we do with this. Yeah. sand. Let's quickly change what this button does down here. It needs to be B, not Q now. Q is our inventory. Boom, and then we've got our glass. Very simple way of making glass, which is nice. Glass. I also need to make something else. So take this and some sulfur. I don't know if that's enough. So I can't remember what the recipe is of this. Nah, need more. Okay, Soy Steve's is slowing down again. Lots of these flint steels I can get rid of. So there's no flint in this because, well, if there was, these guys would drop it. Or they would drop flint instead of the actual flint steels. Should be enough to make some TNT. So I forgot what the recipe is. It this and then no, I think it's the other way around. Is it like this? Yes. We've got one piece of TNT. Of course, in this case, it blows up if we place it. So let's not do that. Go. Let's rearrange some of this. Just cause, you know. I'm gonna get rid of some of those white clothes because we don't need all of them. Loads already. That'll stay in there for some reason. So we need to work out how to do the arrows. Let's make a bow as well. So that's it's like this, I think. Yeah, there it goes. So we've got a bow. So we just need the arrows, and we can move to the next version already. But how do we make arrows in this? I'm gonna have to look this up. So I apologise if it all while I'm doing this. Let's get the exact version we're using. I do apologise if there's any dropped frames here while I'm doing this. I'll look it up to find out how we make the arrows because I've forgotten how we do it in this version. I'm just going to quickly try some that I think might work. It could be a slab, which if it is, that's fucking weird. Oh, I guess it's, I forgot, it's like an angle in it. Not straight up, what am I thinking? It's maybe like that. No. So how do we do this? Let's have a look. shiny items. Let's see, let's have a look. So I'm pretty sure we don't have that in this version. History of Arrow. Dolphins do whatever. No, that didn't work. Oh, it's iron. It's iron. I should have seen that. Should have seen that coming. No? This way? There we go. Took us a while. It was kind of silly, but whatever. Let's put some stuff back. Okay, well there we go. That is this version done. And we're not gonna go to the next version. We will do that in the next live stream. So I think this one's been pretty successful. So we're gonna end this here. Got to a new version and we finished that. So in the next live stream we'll be updating to a version where farming is added, where we've got hose, and there is some insane glitches we can do with that. All I'm going to say as of right now is the way farming works is when you place a crop, there's a crop item, and the damage value of that block when it's placed in that area increases for the amount for the different stages of the crop growth. What's interesting is if you destroy a fully grown crop and then place seeds, you're going to get another fully grown crop. Unfortunately, it doesn't reset the data. Oh, welcome back. I'm just about to end. We're finished with this version. In the next live stream I'm going to be updating to a version where hoes are added and farming is added, but there's a major bug with it where when you plant seeds and it fully grows, the way the growth wheat is shown is it's a damage value of that block. There's a wheat block, you know, like farmland blocks and shit like that, and the issue is it doesn't reset that data, and so if you destroy a fully grown plant, wheat plant, and then place another seed, you'll get another fully grown one. And this allows you to do some interesting things, because if you place a block there, that block will now have a damage value. It will still look the same, but for example, if we placed one of these logs with a growth stage of like 1, so this is 0, a growth stage of 1, which would be the second stage of growth, we could then put this in its place, and then when the new logs are added, that would then become a new log. So essentially we can create new items using farmland. It is very glitchy, and certain items such as the logs. Well, let's say I don't know, say an item that doesn't drop itself, like when you mine diamonds, it drops instead of dropping a diamond, no, it drops a diamond. To be able to get any items, that we use the farming glitch to do that, to get any of the custom data set items, we will have to wait all the way through Indev, Alpha, and then finally through Beta until we get enchanting, at which point we can make a Silk Touch tool, and we'll be able to pick up those special unique blocks with custom data that they shouldn't have. But that's quite a long way away. We will be getting into exploiting that next time we do a Minecraft stream. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you've been watching live at any point, I know you have access. It sounds like you're having fun. Yeah, I mean, I've known a lot of information about this game for a long time, so it's great to put it to a good use and make a series out of this, progressing through each version, and you know, getting every single item before we can move to the next version. Lots of iron, and of course now, if you remember, we were making these with 4 blocks. Now they turn into 9. So we took 4 ingots and now we're turning it into 9. So that's why we were doing that. So we got tons of iron, because each one of these blocks is 9 iron. So you're looking at, let's do some maths real quick. Times by 64. Oh, that's wrong. 9 times 64. Then we want to times that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 5. We're looking at around 2,880 iron ore, which is absolutely nuts. But yes, I will be doing this more often, and of course there'll be a full video that comes out at some point soon, showing the series in a more comprised, edited down thing with a lot more information. That will be the main video of this series, those videos. Obviously I'm streaming this live, and then the live footage is going to be used for the actual main videos, which I will try and work on at some point soon. I'll have my editing software by Thursday, so that's good. Yeah. So the farming exploit is going to be fun. Like I said, we're setting stuff up with that. That will last for quite some time. Let's just save the level again. I can't remember if I did it, but we're going to do it again. And yeah. So, thank you for watching. If you've been watching this live, I know you have access. And if you're watching the VOD of this, there will be a full video, a comprised version, like I said. And 2 hours and 24 minutes, I think we'll end it here. If you're watching this now or soon after, I'm going to be doing some live DJing tonight again. I'll be doing that in about 20 minutes access if you're interested. I'm going to do a different genre. I'm going to do trance. You mentioned trance. Might do trance. Trance and techno. So yeah, check out the Discord if you want to see me DJ live. And so we're going to end this here, so thank you for watching, and yeah, see ya.